The Expendable. I have always thought that this was a great idea for a movie. You take all of the greatest, the best action heroes, and you put them all together. You know, Van Damme, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis. You got all these guys together in a movie or a series of movies. I mean, like, how could that not be money? But then they took that exact idea and ran in the opposite direction. You've got two of the greatest martial arts movie action guys today, Tony Jaa and Iko Uwais. I know I said that wrong. You got both of those guys together in a movie. And of course, you know, Jason Statham's in there. He kicks people in the head. And Dolph Lundgren, you know, I don't know how old he is right now. He didn't look like he could kick above his head, but he used to. So you got all of these great action fighter guys in the movie. The fist fight action wasn't that great. There were only a couple of times when they fought that it was great, and a couple of times that they fought that it was worth looking at. I don't know that it was great at any one particular time or another. I mean, you know, Statham had a fair knife fight, but I've seen the movie The Raid and The Raid 2, so I know that Iko can do an incredible fight scene, and they skipped it. It was like they had all of these greats. It was like they did an Avengers movie and they said, don't give Captain America his shield. Take that armor off of Iron Man. What are you doing? Somebody paint the Hulk pink. They had all the ingredients for a great movie, a better than great action movie. And they said they would turn the volume up, but it feels a whole lot like they turned the volume down. Man, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It was an okay movie. It just was not as good as I thought it would be. You know, it's another movie where it's an action trope. When you go in 20 minutes into the movie, you're probably, whatever you're thinking is going to happen is probably what's going to happen. I don't want to give it away, but if you see the movie, if you've seen it, you already know. But if you haven't seen it, if you go to the movie, when you're saying and you're looking and you're like, well, that guy's going to die, he probably is. If you're thinking there's going to be a chair thrown through this window, it probably will be. Everything that you expect to happen, happened. There was supposed to be a twist. They unraveled it. It was perceivable. I mean, it was a good movie as far as a concept. It was a great concept. And the other movies, you know, 1, 2, and 3, they were good. But this last one was like, I don't know. Didn't really feel like they were phoning in their fights, but it did feel like it wasn't, you know. There's some great action stars that they could go with today if they wanted to do a fifth one. You know, maybe it was a writer's strike. You know, maybe somebody's nephew wrote this. I don't know. But I mean, The Rock is still out there. I think they killed Van Damme, so he ain't coming back. But they got a lot of action stars that they could do. Jackie Chan, they haven't put him in anything yet. You know, there's a lot of them, you know, that I would like to see in this movie. Matter of fact, let's talk about that in the comments. Tell me who you would like to see as an action star or an actor in one of these expendable movies. Let's talk about that. The concept was something terrible happens during a mission and it pulls them closer, and except for like one person, So they got to go out and they got to do, we're going to do this, for the giver. We're going to do this because of whatever, and they go out there, but they don't really, it doesn't really seem to me like it's not really pulling on their heartstrings. If someone had harmed someone in your family and you had the opportunity, you had the power of lightning, wouldn't you go light them up? You'd probably be screaming, yelling and throwing lightning. I didn't feel that. A terrible thing happened to their group and they're like, we're going to fix this. Hey, does anybody know where the donuts are at? They didn't seem invested in the mission like I think they should have been if the thing happened that they think happened. So that was foreshadowing, and it was also a knock against the movie. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I don't know why, but it wasn't. Either way, I would give Expend4bles 6 bags of popcorn. 6 bags of popcorn. And it was an action flick. I love action flicks. I like bullets, and bombs, and bad guys. And that was here, just not to the degree that I like it at. It was like if you like cake and somebody took their finger and stuck it in a cake and then shoved it in your mouth. Yeah, you got some cake. But did you? Did you enjoy that experience? There's probably some people out there looking at this saying, oh, I'd love that. But most people are like, no, I didn't dig that at all. And that's what this movie was to me. I didn't dig that at all. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Now that we had a chance to talk about this video, let's talk about it again in the comments. Tell me who you'd like to see. And if you like this video, and if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.